As you may know, I am Melissa Frankowiak, the youth minister and director of faith formation for our parishes. And I am here to announce the Joyce Roland Award recipient for 2026. I would like to begin by first of all thanking our Knights of Columbus for their generous donation to the Joyce Roland Award. Traditionally and continuing, the Joyce Roland Award is funded mainly by the family of Joyce Roland, but the Knights of Columbus have made a generous donation and intend to continuing to help fund this award in the future. And for that, we are incredibly grateful so that we can continue to give our youth a little bit of help in the award as they go forward for their future. The Joyce Roland Memorial Award is named in honor of a youth minister who was the embodiment of the hope that she had for the youth of St. Gabriel Parish, the Connorsville Deanery, and her 3 sons. Joyce was a woman of deep faith and service who lived her Catholic faith by treating everyone with deep respect and care, no matter differences, by entering the messiness of teenage life through accepting youth where they were, while encouraging them to strive to be their best, and by offering opportunities for youth to deepen their faith, practice service to others, and grow their leadership skills, while always adding an element of fun. Joyce worked on behalf of our Lord and the youth from 1984 until her death in 1996. After a lengthy battle with cancer, this award was established by Father John O'Brien to honor her legacy, promoting to our youth that faith and service are the core of being Catholic. Each year, the youth leadership team chooses an award recipient from among our graduating seniors based upon the following criteria: be an active participant in youth group for at least 3 years, attend Mass every Sunday possible, regularly go to confession, display leadership within our community and parish, serve regularly within the parish as an altar server, cantor, lector, EMHC, and/or helping at fundraiser and events, be a good role model and mentor to those younger than him or her, and to live their Catholic faith outside of the church, especially treating those different with respect, kindness, and patience. This year's senior class is simply phenomenal. And I've been so thankful to walk with them since their crazy 6th grade year. This class has truly helped shape me into a youth minister, for better or for worse. They put up with me figuring out how to run confirmation classes for the first time. They talked Father Dustin into putting a cake in his face. They've heard so many crazy ideas of mine, some which maybe have not quite worked out. And yet they always showed up in big and memorable ways with such joy and enthusiasm. I'll never forget, it was a couple ladies in this class who got so excited when Father Dustin told them I was going to become their youth minister. And they emotionally exclaimed how I always said I wanted to have 5 to 7 kids. I wanted like a basketball team. And they said, now I get to have 500. And that idea and their sweet voices saying it sticks with me. And that's how I approach this role with all my heart, which has made trying to choose a winner between these incredible kids all the more difficult. Not so long ago, before my time as youth minister, there were years the youth team had difficulty finding youth that fit the criteria for this award. This year, it is almost difficult to find a youth that did not fit at least most of the criteria. Truly, so many are eligible and deserving. Parents and parish, you should definitely be proud of this group. We have several cantors and MCs who serve at our masses. They represent our parish and the faith so well in our community in so many ways. There are so many unique talents and leaders in different areas. They look out for each other and also for me. I selfishly wish that we could keep them all here, but I am so excited to see the difference they will make as they take their gifts out into the world. To paraphrase St. Catherine of Siena, I know that if they keep becoming who they are meant to be, they will set this world on fire. Part of me didn't want to give an award this year because it was so difficult to choose between so many eligible and spectacular young people. And Father Dustin said I simply wasn't allowed to give out like 100 awards. And I agonized over this selection, seeking opinions, listening to stories and memories from so many different sources. Eventually, after much prayer and discussion and observation, I can say that one youth did rise to the top, showing qualities that far exceed all of the criteria. This young person has been involved in youth group since the earliest possible moment, which for this group happened to begin over Zoom. Though work and sports have kept her extra busy during this senior year, she still attends meetings when possible, our discernment group, and helps at other events I run for Faith Formation as one of my youth leaders. In fact, a few years ago, I began what is called my Yappers, the Youth Advisory Panel, and each class had to nominate one from their group, and then everyone was allowed to select someone at large. And this young lady was selected overall the most unanimous of the group. Several of the youth in this class helped keep me calm. Like, this group looks out for me so much, and she is one of the best. For example, at NCYC, part of the fun and frustration are the notorious meal fails. And not only did I never hear her complain about being hungry, but she always encouraged me and showed her faith by talking about offering it up, which maybe wasn't the most popular thing for some of the kids to hear over their growling stomachs when Steak and Shake was an hour late and we had to switch plans. But it was definitely the truth and a great reminder of our faith to the rest of the group. She is always among the first to jump in when she sees a job needing done. And I have never heard a complaint, even when she is one of the only one or two people who somehow get stuck cleaning up a mess who she didn't help make. She serves regularly in the parish as a fabulous cantor at Mass and has helped lead our Divine Mercy service with me for the past several years. She's also a dependable volunteer at Chicken at the Fair and the Fall Festival, and I can't count how many times I have called her up or contacted her at the last minute for help at some event I'm throwing. She has given beautiful testimonies of her faith during talks at our retreat for our confirmation candidates, helping to show our younger members how to live their faith through the challenges of being a teenager. And that testimony of her deep and beautiful faith is lived in truly tangible ways. This young lady has taken it upon herself to raise money on her own accord for Catholic charities by using one of her many unique talents, crocheting. She boldly carries her faith into this world outside of the church by involvement in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes at the high school and showing Christ's light to all. It was inspiring to me to see how she interacts with our less fortunate brothers and sisters at the community meal in a true Christ-like fashion, sitting and talking with them, remembering names and stories from her many times helping serve, even when it's not her turn to be there. The way this young person shows Christ's love by recognizing when someone is in need of a friend is amazing. Not only does she check on me and reassure me when things are stressful or not always going to plan, like at lock-ins or NCYC, but one of the stories that captures her Christ-like heart the most came from the last night of this past NCYC. One of our other youth was having a difficult time, and in a quiet and caring way that many people did not notice, she walked with him and talked with him in kind of an Emmaus moment. And he was back into NCYC spirit by the time we reached the hotel. Some of the other kids didn't even realize there was anything off, while I watched a display of empathy and friendship that was just so Christ-like. And these are just some of the many stories that are just like this. And as I said, there are so many amazing kids in this group. But these are just some of the reasons why, on behalf of Father Dustin and the entire youth leadership team, I am very proud and honored to present our Joyce Roland Memorial Award winner for 2026, Miss Emily Bischoff.